And welcome to LC Allen High School for a special night of high school basketball. First up, a girls game between Cardinal Newman and Pinewood about to tip off, and we are underway. The Cardinal Newman gym is still unavailable, so LC Allen was gracious enough to let Cardinal Newman in tonight for a boys-girls doubleheader. And Pinewood with the first shot of the night, no good. Pinewood wearing the green, Cardinal Newman in the white with red. Hello, everyone. I'm Dave Cox along with Matt Fowler, and should be a very exciting game. This first one especially, it's a rematch of the Norcal semifinal last year in which Newman defeated Pinewood at Pinewood, and I know both teams have been looking forward to playing again.
Absolutely, and we saw this Cardinal Newman team at the tournament at Virginia College a few weeks ago. We saw how deadly they can be. We're interested to see how they start off.
So here's the outside shot by Tal Webb, and Tal Webb gives Cardinal Newman the lead on her first shot of the night. Pinewood has just one loss so far this year.
You can sense the momentum. Can sense the momentum right away. Cardinal Newman looking like they really want to come out early and take charge.
That was Anya Choice along the baseline, no good. And it's still 3-0 Cardinal Newman here in the early going. Pinewood's only lost this year to Salesian, and they lost to Salesian by just 2 points. A very good team. Salesian and Cardinal Newman have battled in NCS for years. Salesian has been bumped up to 3 and sometimes makes the Open. These teams were both moved into the Open division last year, and that's why they met in the Norcals last year.
Looks like both of these teams are content to start fast.
Anya Choice, no good. Tapped, kept alive. Pinewood has it. Pinewood has been scoring a lot of points this year, averaging 58.3 points per game as a team this year. The point guard, Brianna Claris, up top right now.
Great defense
nice
by
slash
Newman.
to the basket, and that one is good by Lung. Caitlin Lung hits, and Pinewood is on the board.
That's just better offense beating good defense right there.
Nice patience that time by Pinewood, leading to a basket. Anya Choice off the mark. Cardinal Newman coming off a loss at Laney College. They matched up against Clovis West. That was a tough game. They got off to a tough start. Another basket along the baseline, that time by Hannah Jump. As Jump, who averages 16 points a game for Pinewood, gives Pinewood the lead. There's Maya Flores just off the mark. Flores hit 8 threes on Wednesday night in their win over Deer Valley. That's a school record for three-pointers. Anya Choice had 10 assists. That is also a school record. So both of them having historic nights on Wednesday at Santa Rosa Junior College.
It's a great matchup here, and it looks like both teams are kind of in a feeling out process. Nice three-pointer there, but offensive rebound.
Here comes Maya Flores now, kicking it over to the right corner. Avery Cargill, now it's all the way back up to Maya Flores. Newman trailing now 4-3. In that game down at Pinewood last year in the Norcals, the Cardinals got off to a great start and had to hold on for dear life at the very end. It was a great finish, and Newman with a huge celebration. They went on to play Midi in the Norcal finals and lost that one. Pass intercepted underneath by Ari Searcy.
Nice active hands.
And there's Anya Choice. So Choice will go to the free throw line now for Cardinal Newman. Cardinals trailing 4-3 with 4:13 to go. We are in the first quarter at LC Allen High School.
And Dave, you can kind of sense the nerves here from both teams. They're just kind of playing a little bit too fast.
Some of these players actually played together during the summer for an AAU team, and so they got to know each other very well. So it's when you play a team it's not in your section, normally you'd have a little bit of trouble knowing much about them in terms of who their key players are and what their tendencies are. That's not the case tonight.
That obviously could make some of the matchups in the game itself very, very interesting.
4-4, Jump hits a 3. She was bumped. Hannah Jump hits that one from the outside. She's the one player that's going to be tough for Cardinal Newman to guard because of her size.
With the defender in her face as well.
And Cardinal Newman turns it over at the other end. So Pinewood with a 7-4 lead, their first lead of the night. Now Courtney Thompson will dribble it up the floor, or check it. That was Annika Decker, number 30, for the Pinewood Panthers. Decker back up top with the ball, guarded by Cargill. Looking for a screen from Jump. Jump tries to go back door. And the block by Searcy, but she's called for the foul. Astrom was driving to the basket that time.
That looked pretty clean to me, Dave.
It was close, no doubt about that. And Clara Astrom will go to the free throw line now for Pinewood. The Panthers leading 7-4. First one is no good. Ostrom, who is the leading scorer for Pinewood, averages 16.6 points per game. And she gets 1 of 2. So it's now a 4-point lead for Pinewood. Newman got off to a nice start with the 3 by Tal Webb. They haven't hit a field goal since. And now with 3:20 to go in the first quarter, Newman will try and get their offense going again. Pinewood plays very good defense. They're a very aggressive team, very scrappy. Flores trying to penetrate, kicks it to Webb. Choice beyond the arc. She's not afraid to take that shot. Asia Dural has checked in. There's Cargill for 3. Cardinals a little cold. The shot clock expired on them that time, but they did hit the rim just in the nick of time. It's 8-4, and the tie-up is called. Possession arrow will favor Cardinal Newman.
That's a great defensive possession for Pinewood. 30 seconds of great defense, and both teams have to feel fortunate that they're not either up or down more than they are. Nice steal there.
So Pinewood continuing to play great defense. And the foul call underneath. That's going to go against Pinewood. Trying to take the charge underneath that time was Brianna Claros, but she is called for the personal.
I think that's a very smart play from Pinewood because, as we mentioned, the nerves a little jittery for both of these teams. And just trying to drive to the basket, get to the line, get some points on the board.
Partially blocked that time by Webb, but right after her own miss and laid it in is Astrom. And Monica Myrtle wants a timeout.
What a presence of mind by Astra to go follow her own shot and get a nice layup to give Pinewood a 6-point lead.
What a crazy sequence that was. Newman seemingly with a stop as they play good defense, but instead it turns into a layup for Pinewood, and now it's 10-4 Pinewood.
And that cannot make Monica Myrtle happy, as you mentioned. I mean, you play 30 seconds of great defense only to give up an open layup. Got to make some adjustments if you're Cardinal Newman.
Choice brings it up the floor quickly. Floor is open in the corner, and she hits for the first time tonight. Maya Flores, a much-needed basket for Cardinal Newman. So whatever Monica Myrtle said during the timeout, that helped.
Great spacing on that three-pointer.
Pinewood will try a 3, and that one's way off the mark. Dural came down with the rebound that time. So 10-7 now. Pinewood by 3. Flores, who hit 8 threes on Wednesday, trying to get back on a roll, and there's Cargill. So the Cardinals maybe just needed to settle down a little bit, and Monica Myrtle may have recognized that, got everybody to kind of regroup, and now it's 10-10. Nice block out by Anya Choice.
They just needed a timeout. They just needed some water.
Tied at 10, 1:35 to go first quarter. Cargill for three. Cardinals trying to take the lead. Nice block out that time by Pinewood. Coming down with the rebound was Trinity Copeland, who had perfect position underneath for the Panthers. Nice drive to the basket. There's Doral with another rebound. Asia Doral, just a freshman. She's come in off the bench and given them a spark. And Ari Searcy gets the lane at the other end. Nice recognition as the Cardinals run the floor. And now Newman is on an 8-0 run.
On the fly there. Great active hands to be able to catch and finish with the defender behind you.
Pinewood spreading the floor right now. 50 seconds to go in the first.
They can go 2 for 1 if they choose.
Searcy with the rebound. So the Cardinals have definitely settled down after the timeout. Now 40 seconds to go. Newman leads 12-10. Asia Doral. 30 seconds to go in the quarter now. The shot clock at 15. Coach Doc Shepler calling for tighter defense. Searcy with an offensive board. And now the Cardinals can hang on for the final shot. Coach Myrtle saying just one shot, but Choice will drive to the basket anyways, as she got a lane and a bump, so she'll go to the free throw line.
Well, ideally you'd want to hold on to the final shot if it goes Newman. And as you see here, a nice lay-in. And those are really tough to execute on the fast break. And if you're Monica Myrtle, you would have loved to have the final shot, but this is just as good. 2 free throws at the line as the quarter is coming to an end.
Choice, who started the season on fire with some huge games. A couple 20-point performances in the Cardinal Newman Classic. She showed that potential last year as a freshman, but she has really blossomed this year as a sophomore.
See what Pinewood can get at the end of the quarter here. 6 seconds left. They got to get it over.
Choice has averaged 14.3 points per game this year. 3 at the buzzer. Wow, that was close. Brianna Claros hit back iron on that as the first quarter comes to an end. Cardinal Newman leads it 13-10 after one. We'll take a break right here and be back with the start of quarter number 2 in just a moment.
Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole-person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org. Highlights presented by Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber.
For Cardinal Newman as we get ready for quarter number 2. So 9 straight points scored by Cardinal Newman to finish off the quarter. They were trailing 10-4. Pinewood had a ton of momentum. But then back-to-back threes for the Cardinals. Got them going once again.
Looked like everything changed after Monica Myrtle called that timeout.
There's Cargill after the miss by Hannah Jump. Anya Choice hits one. 3 points for Choice now.
That's what
her
a
first
15
field goal of the night, and it's a 15-10 lead for Cardinal Newman.
15-foot jump shot.
Pinewood running a fast motion offense. The 3 is off the mark, an offensive rebound, but stepping on the line that time was Caitlin Lung, so that'll be Cardinal Newman's ball.
See if Pinewood can regroup here. Get a stop and cut into this 5-point deficit.
Tal Webb up top. On your choice, penetrates and got it to drop. As on your choice heats up just a bit. Nice offensive rebound that time underneath by Olivia Williams, who just checked in. And Williams comes up with a big putback right there, as it had been a long time since Pinewood had scored a basket.
Maybe that's the motivation that Pinewood needs right there.
Choice, nice move, doesn't finish, and Jump has the rebound. There's Williams again. Olivia Williams comes off the bench and scores a couple quick baskets. 17-14 now, Pinewood trailing by 3.
Williams bringing them back into the game.
There's Tal Webb, she'll try the 3. And there it goes, Tal Webb, who was a little cold at the beginning of the season, is starting to heat up.
Somebody lost their assignment on that one.
Pinewood comes in with a 6-1 record on the year. Nice move inside, got it to drop. That was Claros. And it's now 20-16. Cardinal Newman by 4. As Bree Claros hits, there's Webb. Again, Tal Webb is on fire. 3 threes for Tal, who's already committed to go to Cal Maritime next year to play at the next level. And it's now 23-16. Newman by 7. 5:20 to go.
What Newman is doing very well, driving and kicking. They're sucking the defense in, allowing 3-point shooters to get open.
Claros misses. Searcy going for the rebound. She does end up gathering it in for Cardinal Newman. Nice move. Flores gets it into the corner. Searcy will try to drive to the rack, and she's bumped by Jump, who gets called for the personal foul. Third team foul against the Panthers. There's Webb.
See there, a nice drive and kick, and just the defenders unable to close out.
And Pinewood coach Doc Shepler takes a timeout here. We're going to step aside ourselves as it's 23-16 with 5:04 to go in the second. Newman by 7 here at Elsie Allen High School.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
All right, welcome back to Elsie Allen High School. The boys game coming up after this one. That will be the Cardinal Newman Haldsburg game. Elsie Allen gracious enough to allow Cardinal Newman in tonight. Of course, Cardinal Newman still recovering from the fire. Much of their campus was damaged during that, and they're still not back there. They have a lot of portables now on campus, and they're hoping to reopen sometime in January, toward the middle or end of January, as they get the portables in, a new parking lot paved, and they can once again allow their students back on campus. Right now they're using 4 satellite campuses. The freshmen are all in one place, the sophomores all in another. It's kind of a nightmare if you have kids in different grade levels, and for the teachers who have to travel back and forth between the different campuses as they teach maybe the same subject but to different grade levels.
Well, and it's a testament to this community how everybody's come together and really helped everyone out during the fires. And we see an air ball through there by Cardinal Newman. But it's really just how it proves how strong this community is.
Pinewood up top, trailing by 7, 4:30 to go. We are in the second quarter at Elsie Allen. That shot is off the mark, but an offensive rebound by Astrom.
Astrom again able to sneak in, get an open layup. She's done that twice now, and that cannot make Monica Myrtle happy.
Looks like Nordby has checked in for Cardinal Newman. Emma Nordby wearing number 12. 23-18, Newman by 5. There's Nordby in the corner. Maya Flores now looking for a screen up top, settles for Webb with 5 seconds to shoot.
That's what happens when you close out on shooters.
Long 3 on the way, no good, and Flores has the rebound. And a jump, just trying to hit something deep from the outside and perhaps loosen up the defense for Newman a little bit, but it's not what happened.
Really important this last 3:30 coming into halftime. We'll see which team can either pull away or keep it close.
Nice spin by Cargill, no good. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Cardinal Newman and Pinewood. Pinewood from the Central Coast area, Los Altos Hills. Team that expects to get right back in the Norcals this year. Jump off the mark. Cargill finds Choice, trying to beat Pinewood down the floor. Doral tries a 3. The rebound pulled down by Trinity Copeland. Pinewood now.
Pinewood's been very good at closing out on their shooters.
Astrom for 3. She has 8 points now.
That was Ostrom for 3.
She's definitely asserted herself here. 2 quick open layups and a 3-pointer, keeping Pinewood in the game.
Ostrom pulls Pinewood 2 within 2 at 23-21. Pinewood now can tie or take the lead, and they throw that pass off the fingertips of Cargill, so it'll stay with Green.
Scales have balanced out a little bit, and this is turning into a very competitive game as we close in on the first half.
Common opponent for these teams was Valley Christian. Both teams beat Valley Christian this year by more than 20 points. Nice drive to the basket. There's Cargill with another rebound. She's done a nice job at both ends of the floor. Anya Choice all the way to the rack, and she'll shoot a pair as she's bumped by Isabel Chung with 2:05 to go.
And I don't think Chung is happy with that foul. She's straight up as we see. Understand her frustration there.
Chung with her first personal. That's 5 team fouls now against Pinewood. As Anya Choice tries to add to a 3-point Cardinal Newman lead with 2:05 to go now in the second quarter. And Choice makes it 25-21. Astrom finds Williams underneath. Williams has had a good quarter. They may want to leave her in.
Just kind of throw up the shot. It didn't look very pretty, but the result counts all the same.
And a travel call. Monica Myrtle is really upset. She was trying to get a timeout call. She did not get the official's attention, and thus the turnover by Newman, and now Pinewood with 1:40 to go can tie or take the lead. And an illegal screen called there by Pinewood. That's going to go against Astrom. Pinewood crowd not particularly happy with that. Neither is Doc Shepler, as you can imagine. Right now, Pinewood, according to the computer rankings, is 5th in the state of California. And again, their only loss to Salesian by 2 as Cargill goes down the lane, no good.
Cargill not happy with that. That's an easy layup that she should have converted. On the other end, a 3 doesn't go.
Williams with an offensive rebound, and she's fouled by Flores. So Olivia Williams, who has 6 points all here in this second quarter after checking in, has a chance to tie the game at the free throw line, and she can hit a pair.
Williams, the line shooting 2.
Dave Cox and Matt Fowler bringing you the action tonight from Elsie Allen High School. First one's good.
And after a slow first quarter, Dave, this scoring has really picked up, and both these teams are pretty much evenly matched.
Second one off the mark. There's Choice now. A 1-point game. 25-24. A minute and 10 to go in the quarter. There's Flores for 3. And Williams has the rebound. What a job by Williams coming off the bench tonight for the Pinewood Panthers. Good defense by Newman. Under a minute to go now in this quarter. And that pass is thrown away, so Pinewood turns it over. They're looking for a tip out of bounds. They're not going to get the call.
And this last 50.7, even though it's a 1-point game, it could do wonders for momentum if you're able to hit a shot right before halftime. Nice move.
Anya Choice goes behind the back to the rack hard, and she's fouled. So Choice will shoot a pair. And with the clock stopped at 41.9, Newman has a chance to add to a 1-point lead.
And that just shows the basketball IQ that she has. She saw the clock, she saw the shot clock. She knows that Newman is going to get a 2-for-1 because of what she just did.
Choice, who's now hit 4 from the free throw line and has 8 points, makes it a 26-24 lead for Cardinal Newman. So Newman by 3. Trying to get the tie that time. Astrom no good. Choice has the rebound. Choice running the floor, although they can't hold on for 1. They work it down to 17 seconds and miss. So Pinewood will now have a chance to take the last shot of the quarter if they choose. They go right at it, however, and with the left hand, the score by Hannah Jump makes it 26-21. At the buzzer, no good, so Newman leads by 1.
That last possession, though, Monica Myrtle's not going to be happy with.
Yeah, she really, I think, wanted them to take the last shot. At the very least, you have a 3-point lead going into the locker room. The early shot resulted in a Pinewood opportunity, and now it's a 1-point lead.
And definitely we'll see. This is shaping up to be a wild finish here at the first of the doubleheader.
No doubt. So a great first half. Newman 27, Pinewood 26. We'll step aside right here. Be back with some highlights of the first half and the start of quarter number 3 from Elsie Allen High School in just a moment.
North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite. Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org.
You've worked hard to create a good life for you and your family. Protecting what you've earned is important. At George Peterson Insurance Agency, our local agents work with you to make sure your home and belongings are protected from potential risks. When it comes to you and your family, we're committed to providing you with the right insurance for your needs. We work hard to ensure that your risks are covered, so you can focus on what's most important. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
All right, welcome back. We're getting ready for the start of the third quarter. Before that starts, we're going to take a look at some highlights of the first half of play. Kind of a back and forth battle. Newman got off to a good start, then Pinewood had a nice lead, and then Newman dominated most of the second quarter until the very end, and Pinewood made it close.
Absolutely, and you see here a kick out and three-pointer. That was the theme early for Newman. Bunch of three-pointers, and then the Pinewood defense able to tighten up a little bit as you see another three, and then of course the fast break. So Newman was content to come out and run. We see another shot here, gets the rule, and then a nice move here to rid the defender, and then another kick out for a three. So as we see a lot of Newman shots, but what you don't see there is how close Pinewood made it, especially right at the end, able to get that floating jumper to go to bring it to a one-point game as we get ready to start the second half.
Leading scorers of the first half for Pinewood, it was Clara Ostrom with 8 points. She had 1 3-pointer. And then it was Hannah Jump and Olivia Williams who had 7 apiece. For Cardinal Newman, Tal Webb had 9, and Anya Choice had 8. So it is Cardinal Newman leading by 1, 27-26, as we get ready to start the second half.
If the second half is anything like the first, we're in for a wild finish.
Dave Cox and Matt Fowler bringing you the action here tonight as we start the second half of play at Elsie Allen High School. Cardinal Newman and Pinewood, 2 powers here in Norcal, going at it. And that one's tapped out of bounds, so Newman's going to hang on.
And right away you see Newman go back to shooting threes. It's been their identity as of late. But you live by the three and you die by the three. If you start missing those, Pinewood's going to take advantage.
Flores trying to cross over in the paint. Can't do it.
Pinewood,
and here comes Pinewood. Easy lane to the basket, and the basket good by Lung. Caitlin Leung hits that one. And there's Ari Searcy, a little out of her range. Not a shot she takes often from three-point land. There are so many great three-point shooters on this team. There's one of them, Maya Flores. Her second of the ball game. And Newman retakes the lead at 30.
All we've seen from Newman is threes, as a nice block there by Searcy. And as you see there, Searcy denying.
Nice defense, the block underneath for Newman. And the Cardinals will try and bring it up the floor quickly. 3-on-2. Searcy lays it in.
Defense on one end, offense on the other end for Searcy.
Newman by 4, 32-28, 6:35 to go. We are in the third quarter. Offensive rebound for Pinewood as Leung comes down with that one. Leung blocked from behind. Choice trying to bring it up the floor quickly, but the Panthers get back. Choice steps back, doesn't get the three. Searcy battling Leung for the rebound. It's going to be Pinewood's ball.
We sound like a broken record, but they're playing a very dangerous game, primarily putting up three-pointers, not looking to go inside. Initially, it got them ahead when the game started, but they're going to have to find a different strategy for diversity in order to maintain this lead.
Pinewood kicks it to Olivia Williams. She doesn't get that one. Turn around inside by Jump, and she hits. Hannah Jump has 9.
And look what I found, a nice layup there.
Almost a travel there, didn't get the call. Webb gets the steal.
Nice defense by Pinewood.
Choice from the outside.
Right on cue, they show they can also hit the short perimeter shots.
On your choice now with 10.
Astrom.
Astrom gets bumped. Count it. So she has a chance for a three-point play.
Called her name a lot tonight, as you see here. She pump fakes, drives, gets the bump, lays it in, and draws the foul.
So Ostrom at the free throw line now with a chance to make it a one-point game. Newman leads 34-32 with 5:09 to go. We're in the third quarter. There's Maya Flores. Pinewood comes down with it. Claros with the rebound. Under 5 to play, a 2-point lead for Newman. Jump shots off the mark. Olivia Williams fights for the rebound, doesn't get the finish, however. Ball still loose. And a tie-up. Possession arrow will go Pinewood's way.
And you sense slowly but surely the momentum shifting towards Pinewood. Just the 50-50 ball is starting to go their way.
Pinewood is one of those teams that when you play them and you get done, you're exhausted. It's a dogfight from start to finish. They are scrappy, they are aggressive, and they will continue to fight no matter what. On your choice, spinning in the lane, adds to the lead.
That's a tough shot by Anya Choice.
36-32, Newman by 4 as Choice hits. Jump for 3, all net. And a jump with her second three-pointer.
Nice steal, nice active hands by Pinewood.
Pinewood hasn't been able to get over the hump. Jump will try to make it here, and she does. Jump gives Pinewood a 38-36 lead.
Jump asserting herself here. All of a sudden, Pinewood up by 2.
She'd been ice cold from the outside, but she continued to shoot, and now has hit 2 in a row. Cargill misses, and it's a rebound for Astrom as Pinewood now can add to their own 2-point lead. That one off the mark. Cargill. Pinewood wanted an over-the-back call. I thought it was a good no call. There's Choice for 3. No good.
That looked good to me as Astrom with the rebound. And they'll slow it up.
So definitely the momentum shifting back and forth. And Doc Shepler, who's still working the officials, calls a timeout with 3:03 to go here in the third quarter. Pinewood 38, Cardinal Newman 36. And boy, the momentum is really like a pendulum, swinging back and forth, whichever team has the hot hand off and on. And right now it's Pinewood. They've hit a couple big threes in a row, Matt, and that's been a big difference. Hannah Jump, who hadn't hit one since the first quarter.
Jump and Astrom really catapulting Pinewood into the lead here. And the other thing, Dave, is you see Pinewood kind of improving in all aspects of the game as we go forward. And with Cardinal Newman, their threes aren't falling, and it's been a central theme for them shooting threes. And so if you're Monica Myrtle, that has got to be concerning.
Nice crowd here so far at LC Allen High School. As a lot of people didn't know where this game was being played. A nice boys-girl doubleheader, which is rare in Sonoma County. A lot of leagues, the MCAL, Santa Cruz County Athletic League, and a lot of the leagues down in the peninsula play boys-girls varsity doubleheaders, so fans can see both the girls and the boys in one night at the same time.
And here's why it's great, because of games like this. We have another great one coming up after this.
Pinewood 38, Newman 36. Jump all the way across, into the corner it goes. Ostrom travels, so Pinewood will give it up.
Right idea, just picked up the pivot foot there.
Nice job by Doral to come get that pass. Flores wide open as they beat the press. Doral tries to come down with an offensive board, and she's tied up. Possession arrow favors Newman this time. Cargill up top for Newman now, and there's almost a steal for Pinewood.
And it's Pinewood that's being the aggressor right now. It's Pinewood that's going after all the loose balls, and it looks like Newman has got to make some adjustments. Almost another one.
Flores drives, takes a little contact, and it's an offensive foul call against Maya Flores. Her second personal foul.
As you see here, just trying to draw a blocking foul, but the referee disagrees, and I have to say that looked like a good call.
Yeah, I think she was planted. Taking the charge that time, Courtney Thompson for Pinewood.
Nice switch on the bigger guard.
Traveling. She tried to go with that ball fake, but it caused her to take an extra step.
Just went to, couldn't figure out whether she was going to pass or shoot, and it cost her the possession.
2 minutes to go, third quarter. Pinewood 38, Newman 36, and Pinewood bats that one out of bounds. And Monica Myrtle wants a timeout right there. They need to talk about how to handle the press. So Monica takes a timeout right here. We'll take a break ourselves right here with 1:58 to go. We are in the third quarter. Cardinal Newman trailing Pinewood 38-36 here at LC Allen.
Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org.
So ready now with a little under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cardinal Newman will try and beat the press from Pinewood as they put on some serious pressure, try to cause the Cardinals to turn over. It's worked a couple times in this quarter, and in fact, it has given Pinewood a 2-point lead after trailing by 1 at the half.
You got 1 second.
Newman brings it up. Pinewood will try a three. Ostrom no good. A little push from behind. And getting away with it was Courtney Thompson that time as she shoved Anya Choice and got the rebound that time. And there's a steal by Ari Searcy. And Searcy gets the basket and one.
And if you're
Ari Searcy.
And if you're Pinewood right there.
That time. And there's a steal by Ari Searcy.
The offensive player, she's going to make that layup 99% of the time, and you just want to let her go, as you see here. Just a touch foul, and Searcy takes advantage and gives Newman the tie with a chance to take the lead. And for those of you wondering, there is no 10-second rule in high school, so that's why Cardinal Newman was not charged a violation on that last possession of the timeout.
Searcy unable to complete the three-point play. Tie game, 38-38 with 1:10 to go. Just what we expected from these two teams, a battle to the end. Ostrom travels. Doc Shepler a little frustrated saying, hey, they don't call that on us down in the CCS. And now the official is going to have a word with Coach Shepler. Just a nice, friendly, little non-league game in December, right? No big deal.
Well, go tell that to them.
Well, when you talk about Norcal seeding, that's the thing. In March, they're going to look at this head-to-head battle, and it could mean the difference between playing at home or playing on the road.
That last possession, just try to go a little too fast, pick up pivot foots. That's what they were not happy about.
Maya Flores hits a three. Newman back on top as Flores makes it 41-38. Big basket right there with 40 seconds left. We are in the third quarter. What a battle. From the corner, that one's good. We're tied back up as Courtney Thompson hits a three.
Astrom finding Thompson. What a nice find by Astrom.
Cargill up top now for Newman. Under 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Newman holding on with the shot clock off. 10 seconds to go. Cargill finds Webb. Webb to Searcy underneath, and she shuffled her feet. I think she expected contact, and she was kind of bracing for that, and she shuffled her steps a little bit.
She forgot more. She was thinking about contact versus scoring.
Pinewood now with 3, 2, 1 at the buzzer, no good, and we are tied up 41-41 at the end of 3. What a game here between Newman and Pinewood. So the teams hit back-to-back threes against each other heading into the break. We'll turn the page and head for the final chapter of this one here at LC Allen. Newman and Pinewood tied at 41 apiece.
Highlights presented by Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
So a great one shaping up here at LC Allen High School as Cardinal Newman and Pinewood are tied 41-41 at the end of 3. The coaches had just a brief moment there to brace their teams for this final quarter. Great ball movement by Pinewood, and it results in a lay-in for Ostrom.
Ostrom all night has been the fuel for this Pinewood team.
Ostrom has 12. Maya Flores tries to give Newman the lead back to Searcy. Has an offensive rebound. That's a big one. And Monica Myrtle takes a timeout.
Monica Myrtle screaming at the ref for a timeout. She was not happy.
She's tried to get that timeout a couple times tonight and been unsuccessful. So 43-41, Pinewood now by 2, and Newman has the possession. They're going to inbound this right under the basket. I think if you're Newman, you got to at some point get Tal Webb another look. She didn't take a shot during the third quarter after leading both teams in scoring with 9 points at the half.
Absolutely, find the hot hand.
Newman with the inbound. It's Anya Choice trying to take the pass up tight. And Monica Myrtle's going to claim that they never had possession in the front court. You can throw the ball back court as long as you don't establish possession in the front court on an inbound.
And I have to say, Dave, I empathize with Monica on that one. She did not have any sort of secure possession, and it results in a layup for Pinewood.
So Claros hits. Claros has 4, and it's a 4-point lead for Pinewood, their biggest lead since the early first quarter. Anya Choice tries to go to the rack hard, and it's a rebound for the Pinewood Panthers as Trinity Copeland came down with that one. Claros again. Copeland comes down with it. Great battle here at LC Allen High School between Cardinal Newman and Pinewood. Pinewood with the lead and the leather. 45-41, the Panthers on top. Claros exerting herself offensively, passes it out to Ostrom, and it ends up in the hands of Avery Cargill. Cardinals have some work to do, trailing by 4, 6:30 to go. We're in the fourth quarter. And a blocking foul. The boys' game is up next, Cardinal Newman and Haldsburg.
And as you see here, both crowds jockeying for their respective teams. Beneficial call, but it stays here with Newman.
Cargill. Cardinals have gone a little cold from the outside. Copeland hits the floor, and Webb is going to get called for the bump.
Fouls on Cal Webb.
That's 2 on Webb. Third team foul against Newman. Big possession right here for Pinewood.
Good Cardinal Newman, you can't let them score on this possession. You're down by 4, and the momentum really is on their side.
Claros misses. Copeland has good position, but Tal Webb fought for a tip there, which gives Newman the ball, and they almost threw it away. Cargill open for 3, but she decides to drive and dish instead. Giral steps on the line.
Kind of a broken possession for Newman. You're only down by 4. There's more than 5 minutes remaining. Just slow it down.
Cardinals have missed their last 3 or 4 three-point attempts. Ostrom hits a 3. That's a big one. She has 15 points. And it's a 7-point lead now for Pinewood. Biggest lead of the night for the Panthers. Webb tries to close it a little bit. Giral hustles for an offensive board, and the Cardinals get a fresh 30. Choice had a shot, passed it up. Not this time. Doesn't get it. Cardinals trying to find the shooting range again. 5 in a row they've missed from the three-point line. Choice misses a lay-in, everything. Not finding its way to the bottom of the net for the Cardinals, as someone needs to take the lid off that basket. 48-41 with 4:45 to go. Pinewood by 7.
And Monica Myrtle cannot believe it. 3 good looks at the basket. You come up empty.
Ostrom no good. 4:30 to play. Newman trailing by 7. Tal Webb. Cardinals trying to find somebody interested in shooting here. Flores getting ready to check back in. Choice up top. Shot clock at 7. Choice gets it off and gets a much needed basket.
That's a big basket for Newman. Huge.
14 points now for Anya Choice, and Coach Shepler will take a timeout for the Pinewood Panthers. Coach Shepler using every opportunity to work the officials a little bit. 3:56 to go, and it's a 5-point lead for the Panthers. So, you know, he's got to be pretty happy with the way things sit right now. However, I think he knows Cardinal Newman hits a couple threes, gets a couple stops. The momentum swings back to the other side of the floor.
Well, yeah, and if you're Monica Myrtle's squad, that's a 4-point swing. You play great defense to prevent a layup on that end, and you get a nice runner on this end to pull your team within 5. Great night here at LC Allen High School.
Pinewood sitting at 6-1 this year. Again, the only loss was to Salesian Prep. A 2-point game. A rare home loss for the Panthers. Ostrom kicks it out. Nice drive by Thompson. Doesn't get the roll, but she'll shoot free throws. Courtney Thompson going to the line.
Courtney Thompson smart to throw it up there. Just knew she was going to get contact and figured I might as well throw it up and guarantee myself a trip to the free throw line.
Thompson gets the first one. She has 4 points. 3:40 to play. Second one off the mark. Dural hustles for the rebound, and Newman can try to close the gap a little bit, and Thompson fouls Choice way in the backcourt. Six-point lead for Pinewood. Newman inbounds it with 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go in this one.
That's only the 13th foul on Pinewood, so they played a very clean second half.
Cargill gathers that in. 10 seconds to shoot for Cardinal Newman. Choice drives again, and she draws the foul on Ostrom.
Nothing
That's
going,
either.
and Newman gets bailed out by a foul.
Not sure how many fouls Ostrom has. They've got 4 up on the big board. And did we just get a technical? I think we got a technical foul now on Doc Shepler, who was complaining about the foul call. I believe it's 4 on Ostrom.
Yeah, he was not happy on the bench, and the official let him go for a minute. And
I think the officials have been really patient, to be honest. There's been a lot of complaining, and they've kind of let a lot of it go. Choice hits the first 2. Now she gets 2 more technicals, so this could be huge. She could tighten the game up to a 2-point game, and Cardinal Newman's going to get the ball. So two on the foul and 2 technicals, and she's hit all 3 of them. And there it goes, 18 points for Anya Choice.
And that could prove to be a huge momentum shifter in the favor of Cardinal Newman. And if you're the head coach,
So
of
she
Pinewood,
shot the 2 foul shots, then she got the technicals, which were the 1 technical was 2 shots and the ball. So it was 4 free throws altogether on the foul and the technical.
and you can't make that sort of mental mistake if you're Pinewood in a game like this, just giving away free points because of a technical.
Anya Choice now with the ball. Newman can tie or take the lead. Choice and Flores, but the block by Olivia Williams. Under 3 minutes to go. 49-47 Pinewood. Pinewood looks like they're in no hurry.
Smart strategy.
A 3 by Jump. A rebound by Anya Choice. And now Cardinal Newman has the ball, trailing by 2. 49-47 Pinewood. 2 minutes and 25 seconds to play.
Newman.
For Elsie Allen High School.
Newman fortunate they left Jump open.
Newman working around up top. Choice open momentarily. The shot clock is under 10. Flores tries to drive and a runner, and she got it. We're tied up.
What a
Flores
shot!
is 11.
And just like that, 6-0 run for Newman after the 4 technical free throws.
The steal by Cargill. Avery Cargill doesn't get the lay-in, but they managed the ball. Credit Asia Dural with that one as she kept it alive. And Tal Webb hits for the first time since back in the second quarter.
8 straight for Newman.
Cardinal Newman up 51-49, and Doc Shepler says, I have seen enough. Timeout. Wow.
And
what a turnaround.
And ironically, Doc Shepler, he says, I've had enough, but it was his technical that instigated this run for Newman.
Well, no doubt that was the big turnaround, the 4 free throws they got. There's the steal again by Cargill. She would miss this, but watch Asia Doral keep it alive for Newman. Right there, she got a piece of it, tipped it back to Cargill, who then found Webb wide open. And Webb, who hadn't even shot since the second quarter, when she had hit her third 3 in a row, scores the basket, her 11th point of the night, and Newman leads by 2.
That's confidence for Webb, and that also shows you why nobody gives up on the play. Yeah, it was a clear layup, but Webb and everybody else didn't give up on that play. They come away with a 2-point lead. As you see here,
I think we're going to see the basket by Flores right here. Newman seemed kind of confused about what to do, and finally Flores put it high off the glass, and it dropped in.
That was the shot to tie it, and what a shot it was. Great defense here by Newman.
Ball still alive, rebound Thompson, and a fresh 30 for Pinewood. 1 minute and 10 seconds to play. What a game. 51-49, Newman over Pinewood. Thompson misses again. Newman has it, and a foul call on Thompson.
And Thompson fortunate. It could have easily been an offensive foul. Instead, as you see here, missed layup. And that could have very easily, and in my opinion, probably should have been called an offensive foul. But as it stands, Newman with the ball.
Thompson did a great job of trying to sell that for sure. She hit the floor hard.
And I do believe there was contact.
Oh yeah, there was contact, no doubt about it. But in the official's opinion, it was initiated by her and not Cargill, who was just trying to spin away from the double team. Here it is again. And Thompson was shuffling her feet just a little bit, not much. That's close.
And
that's a coin toss, really.
And it looked like she went down a little bit prematurely, though.
I think she sensed that the pressure, that the contact was coming. Now the officials are adding up. They have 5 on Thompson, but I believe they made a mistake on the last foul call that was against Ostrom, and they gave that to Thompson. It was confusing to me, but now they're saying that that is 5 on Courtney Thompson. So she may have fouled out. And now Monica Myrtle wants a timeout with 1:04 to go.
Very close to a 5-second violation there. Monica Myrtle doing the smart thing and calling a timeout.
Yeah, takes a 30-second timeout right here. So great, high caliber girls basketball game. Games ranked very highly in the state of California, both in the top 25. And we got another good one for you coming up. An old classic matchup, Cardinal Newman and Haldsburg. The Hounds are in town. How do you
My
like
alma
that,
mater.
Matt? Yeah.
The Hounds are in town.
Yeah. The Hounds are definitely having a pretty good year, too. They won their own REIBT tournament. Newman won the Rose City, so should be a pretty good matchup. So here we go with 1 minute and 4 to play in this one. A 2-point lead for Cardinal Newman at 51-49. We'll see if they can close it out. On your choice bump, and she loses the handle. No call this time with 1 minute to go. Pinewood takes over.
And that's just not something you can afford to do if you're Newman. Wide open, doesn't take it.
That was Claros, and you know they want to try to find Ostrom or jump right here. Ostrom looking for a screen, guarded by Doral. And they turn it over. Asia Doral comes up with great defense. She's made some huge plays, stuff that won't show up in the scorebook. And the freshman, Asia Doral, is a big reason why Newman has a 2-point lead right now.
Obviously a huge play for Newman, but if you're Pinewood, you don't need to foul.
45.7, Webb misses, kept alive by choice, but Ostrom comes down with it. A quick shot that time by Newman. A three-pointer by Leung, way off the mark. Doral has a rebound. Newman with the shot clock and the game clock off by just about a half a second, and now they are forced to foul Avery Cargill, and that will be the 7th, so she'll be in a 1-and-1 situation at the other end.
1-and-1, and in my opinion, Pinewood took this shot a little bit too early. They had a lot of time, and they took a three-pointer that was rushed, ended up being an air ball, and free throws for Newman.
Wow, you can see the frustration for Coach Jock Shepler. Not sure if he realized it at the moment, but I think he realizes it now, how huge that technical foul was.
I believe it was because it was a live ball in play that there was 2 technicals instead of just 1.
Cargill got the first one. Clutch shot, and an even bigger one coming up right here. Cargill, who's had kind of a quiet night offensively, just 1 3-point basket for her. Doesn't get the second, so it's a 1-possession game. Pinewood will look for a 3 to tie it. Drive and dish. Leung doesn't get it. Rebound by Ostrom with 10 seconds to go, and a timeout by Pinewood. Wow, 8.9 to go, and it's 52 to 51, a 30-second timeout.
And what a presence of mind here, as you see a layup after the three-pointer. You'll see it here, a nice kick out and a pretty good look, but what presence of mind for Pinewood to just get the quick 2 and extend the game, now most likely with a foul.
Yeah, now if you're under 5 seconds, I think you got to kick it back out, but at just under 10 seconds, I think you're right. They have time to foul. Cardinal Newman either makes 1 or 2, and they can come back down the floor and either take a 2 or 3, depending on what happens at the free throw line.
Either way, 1 or 2 made, you have a shot.
And of course, Pinewood will be going for a steal straight up if they can. If they don't get the steal, then they've got a foul. If I'm Newman, I'm trying to get the ball to Anya Choice. She hasn't missed a free throw all night long.
Now you want to be careful if you're Pinewood here and not foul before the ball is inbounded.
Good point. 8.9 to go, 52-51. Here comes the pressure. Newman leads by 1. Pinewood will try and press them and get a steal. Newman gets it into Cargill, and now Cargill is fouled and will go to the other end.
There was a little bit more time. You could force the double team in the corner and see what happens, but with only 8.9 left, you had to foul. It's only 1-and-1.
Yeah, that's only the 8th team foul, so Cargill will have to hit this first one to get a bonus. 4 points on the night for Avery. Doesn't get it. Pinewood with plenty of time to get off the shot now. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Leung got it! Timeout Newman. Claros with a turnaround in the lane gives Pinewood a 1-point lead. The question is, are they going to put any time on the clock or not? It looks like they are not. I'm not sure.
We're discussing it at the scores table.
The officials are at the scores table right now trying to figure out if the game's over or not. Here's that shot again.
I believe I saw
it's over. Here's Claros. What a shot.
He's the hero.
And it's over.
I thought I did see the lead official point to the Newman bench, but evidently it was too late. And what a victory for Pinewood.
Bree Claros hits the buzzer beater, and it is a final 53-52. Pinewood over Newman. What a game, what a finish in that one. That will do it for game 1. We'll take a break right here and be back with the start of the boys game in just a moment.
Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic
college preparatory whole person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org.
You've worked hard to create a good life for you and your family. Protecting what you've earned is important. At George Peterson Insurance Agency, our local agents work with you to make sure your home and belongings are protected from potential risks. When it comes to you and your family, we're committed to providing you with the right insurance for your needs. We work hard to ensure that your risks are covered, so you can focus on what's most important. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Right on.
I'll be
Doyle
back
Park,
out
man.
there.
Doyle Park, we need you.
The problem with me is I could do like 4 o'clock games. I tell them, get me Doyle. And they say, Chris, we'd like to, but new games are 5:30.
Yeah.
So they'd like to give me the 4 o'clock. I asked them.
Yeah. As many as you can get, man.
So Ruben gives me a bunch of levels.
Yeah.
I do something.
Yeah, he's only a freshman. And we're ready for game 2 of our doubleheader, and we've got a great one from LC Allen High School. It's Cardinal Newman taking on Haldsburg. Haldsburg coming off their own Rebit Tournament Championship. Cardinal Newman won the Rose City, so both teams have had some success, and they should go at each other tonight as they get ready for league play, which starts in just a couple of weeks. Hello, everyone. I'm Dave Cox, along with Matt Fowler, and kind of a classic old-school matchup between these two Sonoma County teams. And Tom Bonfili, the old pro for Cardinal Newman, has 759 wins, 7-1 this year. He's got the Cardinals playing good basketball. They should really be ready for Haldsburg tonight.
Absolutely, and Haldsburg has a few weapons of their own. And on the players' side, you have Dylan Heyman. He's the freshman sensation, the phenom. He just last year was playing in 8th grade basketball, and now you're playing up against varsity kids that are 18, and he's had a couple of 25-point games and 25-point games in 8-minute quarters rather. That is impressive, and so look out for him to go off tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about that. They have the freshman and the sophomore, Xavier Vasquez, who's their point guard, and then Trey Chapman at 6'7" gives them a great post presence as a junior. So Newman will have their hands full with them. Cardinal Newman, on the other hand, has some guys that have played a lot of basketball for them. Steven Zukiki, Christian Heckstrom, Bennett Kohut, all guys who have been a big part of their success the last couple years. So I expect them to come out strong here tonight with that 7-1 record and play great basketball tonight.
Absolutely, and I was talking with Haldsburg assistant coach Aaron Costa before the game, and he told me Newman will play very, very hard. They're one of the hardest teams because they just come out with so much energy and passion, and you have to weather that storm.
No doubt about it. There's Nate Capurro, who is Nate Capurro is a sophomore. He played a lot last year for this Cardinal Newman team, and we are just about ready to go. Excuse me, Capurro is a junior, but he played a lot as a sophomore last year. And we'll take a quick break right here, and we will be back with the start of tonight's game in just a moment.
Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org.
So we're ready to go now. Christian Hekstrom will jump center against Trey Chapman. You can see that Chapman is a big guy, 6'7", good height, good frame. He'll be tough for Newman to deal with tonight. And we are underway. Haldsburg in the black and burgundy red, Cardinal Newman in the white and Cardinal red. And away we go. The Hounds with the first possession of the night. And the Hounds try an outside shot, no good. Offensive rebound, nicely done by Jack Sumner. And another shot by Dylan Heyman. The freshman comes right out, takes a couple threes. Dylan Heyman, not bashful as a freshman. There he is with the ball again, and they're going down low to Chapman. The pass a little high, however. Last touched by Kohut for Newman, and Haldsburg will hang on.
Newman, obviously, with a legendary coach, they're the favored ones in this matchup.
There's Chapman, disrupted that time by Hekstrom, and then he fouls him going over the back. So Hekstrom's going to have his hands full. That's going to be a tough matchup all night long for him, battling the 6'7" Chapman, Trey Chapman. Newman's first possession of the night. Bennett Kohut gets it across the timeline. Hekstrom gets it to Capurro. Capurro goes up strong and banks it in. Nate Capurro.
That's a tough shot by Capurro there. Defender all over you, you just muscle it in.
And Heyman turns it over as he steps inbounds and then out of bounds. So that's a turnover. And Newman will have a chance to add to the lead. Murado got it. Brad Murado hits his first field goal shot. And here comes the full court pressure. Kind of loose full court man-to-man. Newman backs out of it now, leading 4-0, 6:45 to go, first quarter. Skip pass, handled nicely, but Haldsburg has missed their first four. And it's Steven Zakiki who comes down with the rebound there for Cardinal Newman. Saw that terrific girls game, Pinewood winning at the buzzer. Brad Murado, no good. Chapman with another rebound after coming down with that one for the Haldsburg Greyhounds, kind of a long rebound. Hounds are definitely looking for Chapman down low, but Newman not obliging. 5:50 to go now, first quarter. Newman by 4. Haldsburg will try a 3. Off the mark. Murado taps it to Zakiki. Kohut, little shake and bake up top. Gets the shot over Chapman, who got a piece of it. And Capurro comes down with an offensive rebound. In the lane, Hekstrom. Christian Hekstrom makes it 6-0 Newman. Haldsburg head coach Yasha McCorum looking on. He's probably contemplating a timeout about right now. The 6-0 run for Newman to start the game.
Newman, the over-aggressors.
Lob pass to Chapman. Off the glass and in.
Nice shot.
That's definitely plan A for Haldsburg. Brad Murado. Murado has hit 2, and it's 8-2 Cardinal Newman with 4:37 to go. Long pass, trying to beat the press deep. They do get it to Heyman. Chapman thought about a 3. No good. That one off the mark. And another rebound for Zakiki, who's been very active here in this first quarter. An 8-2 lead for Newman. Kohut pulls it back out. Turnover by Newman. And a foul. Kohut fouls Jack Sumner. Haldsburg has won 4 straight.
Lob pass.
We see that lob pass.
And that's a great shot to get Haldsburg on the board here.
The last loss for Haldsburg was to Windsor, 51-44. Sumner gets 1 of 2.
And Haldsburg's got to feel fortunate here to be down only 5.
3:35 to go first quarter. 8-3 Newman over Haldsburg. Capurro fading. There's the rebound by Heyman, the freshman. Haldsburg a little cold here to begin with. Their only field goal was the post shot by Chapman.
Nice dribbling.
Nice movement there by Desmond Swan. They get it to Heyman again, who's missed his first 3. Zukiki has 4 rebounds. And now a basket. Zukiki makes it 10-3. Newman about to go to the bench now. A couple guys ready to check in here at the 2:35 mark. Heyman looking for Chapman. Cardinal Newman fronting him nicely. Another 3 off the mark. Haldsburg has not hit yet from 3-point land.
Newman just outmaneuvering Haldsburg.
Capurro underneath. Hextrom with the dish. Capurro has 4, and it's 12-3. Cardinal Newman by 9. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Haldsburg needs a bucket here.
From the corner, that one rattles the rim, no good, but Chapman comes down with it.
Right place, right time, Chapman.
12-5. Newman by 7. Coach Bonfili calling them to spread the floor. Kohut with a turnaround, no good. So Haldsburg with a chance to tighten this one up a little bit. They trail by 7 and haven't made anything closer than a 2-foot shot so far. Both of those by Trey Chapman. As Swan tries to go around the defense and gets bumped by Murado.
Well, as I mentioned, Haldsburg really fortunate to be down only 7. I mean, it's been dominated by Cardinal Newman the first 7 minutes here.
The foul is on number 23, Bradley Murado.
So Newman with some wholesale substitutions.
Second team.
Inbound goes to Heyman. Bounce pass to Chapman. Double team there, but he gets it up and in. Chapman has 6 points. Tyler Boteri, who just checked in, tried to keep him from getting that shot off. Murado tries a 3 and hits the bottom of the net. Big basket there for Murado. Gets the momentum back for Cardinal Newman at 15-7. 35 seconds to go now in the first quarter.
Chapman, the lifeline for Haldsburg, but they can't turn it off on the other end.
Lob to Chapman. Another easy basket. 8 points for Trey Chapman.
Chapman for 2.
Cardinal Newman trying to deny him the ball down there and having trouble. Under 10 to go in the first quarter and a bump up top. Foul call on Tio Tomerlin.
Foul for the Hounds, second team.
Seven seconds for Cardinal Newman to get off a shot here before the quarter comes to an end. Newman up by 6, 15-9. Newman, who has to be one of the favorites in the North Bay League this year. And Haldsburg figures to be in the mix this year in the SCL, along with Petaluma and Piner. And that'll do it for the first quarter. So Haldsburg gets the ball down low to Chapman. He scores 8 of their 9, but Newman leads it 15-9 at the end of 1. We'll take a break and be back with the start of the second quarter here at Elsie Allen High School in just a moment.
Highlights presented by Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
All right, ready for the start of quarter number 2 here in this boys-girls doubleheader, and what a girls game we saw. Won by the Pinewood Panthers on the very last shot of the game, a buzzer beater, 53-52. Here comes Newman with the ball now, up by 6. Nice fader. Good that time for Marcus Vidari. Checked in a little bit ago for Newman. Steal by Vidari, was very active off the bench. And he's fouled by Heyman.
Vidari on the line for the Cardinals.
As you see here, just an easy shot. Vidari there. Can't make the free throw though. But Haldsburg only down by 8, and as bad as they played, probably should have been down a lot more. Nice press by Newman here to break it.
There they go, trying to get it down to Chapman again, but this time the double team as Head gets the steal. Bryson Head doing a nice job that time, rotating over and getting the steal. And a foul call. Head tried to take the charge.
There's a travel.
So Haldsburg takes back over.
Can anybody not named Chapman get a bucket for Haldsburg?
Hasn't happened yet, except for the field goal by, or excuse me, the free throw by Sumner. Haldsburg needs a basket here, trying to tighten this one up. Close to a travel. Vasquez ends up getting it all the way across now. Vasquez has it again. Taken away. The Cardinals come up with a steal ahead to Vidari, and he lays it in. Vidari has 6 points here in the second quarter. And Yasha Morkaram takes a timeout right here. And we'll take a break ourselves. 6:18 to go. Newman has opened up a 20-9 lead here in the second quarter.
Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org.
You've worked hard to create a good life for you and your family. Protecting what you've earned is important. At George Peterson Insurance Agency, our local agents work with you to make sure your home and belongings are protected from potential risks. When it comes to you and your family, we're committed to providing you with the right insurance for your needs. We work hard to ensure that your risks are covered, so you can focus on what's most important. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Here we go, 20-9, Newman over Haldsburg. 6:15 to go. We're in the second quarter here at LC Allen High School. Newman hopes to get back in their own John Fitzgerald Gymnasium in January sometime. They have been practicing there, but the campus isn't quite ready to receive visitors. They need to pave the new parking lot out front. Foul call against Newman. Up top it goes to Swan, Desmond Swan, who's a good three-point shooter for this team. Somebody's got to find a way to hit a field goal. Any kind of outside presence would help take the pressure off Trey Chapman. Vidari comes down with another rebound. Sure has played well off the bench for Newman so far. Outside shot banked in by Trevor Smith.
And that's when you know it's just going your way if you're Newman.
Not sure if he meant to do that, but the Cardinals will take it. Trevor Smith, a sophomore. I'll tell you, I was banking that in, no problem.
Convenient banking hours for Newman.
23-9, Newman by 14. The Hounds trying to bear down. The shot is good. That's Mason Fraisch who scores. And Newman's going to bring the starters, 3 of them back in. Nice job by Fraisch, Vidari, and Bryson Head. And now a well-rested 3 come in for Newman. A steal. Oh, and Smith can't finish it. Capurro can. Capurro mops that up. And Newman suddenly leads by 18.
That happened quick.
I think right now just the fact that Haldsburg can't hit an outside shot has really plagued them. There's Chapman as the only field goals for Haldsburg thus far. Swan up top. Back down to Chapman it goes, and Smith rotates over to help Pateri and gets the foul.
Foul
27-9, an 18-point lead. Smith with his first personal foul.
There's a lot of time left in this game. For the Hounds, you just gotta bear down, play better defense, and hope somebody not named Chapman hits a shot for you.
That's the thing. Haldsburg has had some pretty good looks, especially in the first couple minutes, but just nothing was dropping for them. 10 points now for Chapman, and it's 27-11 Newman. 4:05 to go, second quarter. Nice block by Chapman. Smith got it back. Hounds need an outside shot. Not going to get it there as Bennett Kohut comes down with a rebound. Kohut off the glass, a little strong. Chapman has the rebound.
Cardinal Newman starting to miss shots, and Haldsburg just needs to convert on a few, and they'd be right back in. There
Chapman with a cutter underneath, wide open is Jack Sumner. Nice pass. That's pretty good strategy, is to get Chapman the ball at the top of the key. And if he's being double teamed, somebody's going to be open slashing to the hoop. That time it was Jack Sumner. Morado bumped, doesn't get it. Almost for an old fashioned.
If you're Newman, you want to keep doing what you're doing, as you see a nice layup here from Haldsburg. But if you're Haldsburg, you just want to get this to single digits by halftime, or close to it, 11, 12, something like that, and you'll feel a lot better.
Trevor Smith taking a seat.
Morado at the back end.
So Morado makes it 29-23. And another timeout taken here by Haldsburg as the Hounds try and find an answer for the Newman defense with 2:53 to go. We're going to stay up here during this 30-second timeout. So I like the strategy last time was to get Chapman the ball up top and find somebody else cutting to the basket. They haven't had anything outside of the paint right now for Haldsburg. So somebody's got to find some confidence from the outside, bust a couple threes, and try to get the Hounds back in the game.
And the best way to do that is to drive and suck the defense inward and find open shooters on the perimeter.
There's the shot earlier by Trevor Smith, the sophomore who managed to get it in off the glass.
Yeah, and that's where you just know that it's all going Newman's way.
Under 3 minutes to play in the second quarter, and a bump along the baseline. Morado called for his second. Mentioned in the open, 759 wins for Coach Tom Bonfili. That puts him very high on the chart of all-time California coaches, and he's trying to get up in that 800 bracket. Then it really gets elite. He's been at it a long time between here and Justin Siena.
Smothering defense by Newman.
Good defense up top. Chapman misses an offensive board and a three. Haldsburg still cannot convert from beyond the arc. Swan up top. Steal by Kohut. And Kohut is fouled from behind by Swan.
A smart foul by Haldsburg. Not going to give up an open layup.
Yeah, especially fouling well before the shot.
Swan's foul, his first, 14-15.
That's 5 team fouls now on Haldsburg.
A steal. There's a nice, easy one.
And there's a lay-in by Sumner, who has 5 points now for Haldsburg. Hounds trying to hang in there. 1:50 to go, second quarter, 29-15. Newman by 14. Vidari blocked. Tries to pull it in himself. Hextrom ends up with the ball. Vidari wide open for three. Got it, off the glass as well.
That's hard to do that twice.
Got it to drop as the pass was blocked, but Sumner got it right back and put it in. Jack Sumner makes it 32-17. Newman by 15 now.
Calling the foul for the Hounds. 16.
And you'll see here as Sumner follows his own shot. That's really tough to do, cutting the lead to 15.
Nate Capurro up top. Steve Zakiki.
And it's just every open shot Newman is hitting.
34-17, Newman over Haldsburg. Tried to bounce that through traffic. And Hextrom is fouled.
Chapman's foul.
Chapman picked up his second personal, and that's going to put Cardinal Newman in a bonus situation as Christian Hextrom goes to the free throw line to shoot 1-1. 34-17, Newman with a nice size lead here with 32.6 to go in the second quarter, and Vidari checked out is now going to turn around and check right back in. Tom Monfili doing some liberal substituting as Hextrom hits first. And he'll get a bonus.
Everything Newman right now. Nothing going for Haldsburg.
Great night of basketball. First we saw the girls game, now the boys game here at LC Allen. How nice of LC Allen to open the doors tonight for Cardinal Newman. They've been kind of bouncing around, playing in different places. Girls have played a lot at Santa Rosa Junior College, including their own Cardinal Newman Classic tournament. Oh, and Sumner hits a big three, finally, from the outside. Haldsburg gets one to drop, and that makes it 36-20. And at the half, we're going to talk to my good friend, Rafael Sanabria, who is the head custodian here at LCN. We'll talk to him a little bit about why they did allow Cardinal Newman to play here tonight and what it means to be able to give back to the community and people that have, experienced troubles during the devastating fires that we've all been hit by one way or another. At the half, it's 36-20. Cardinal Newman over the Haldsburg Hounds. We'll be back with that interview in just a moment.
Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org.
Highlights presented by Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.
Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole-person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org.
And welcome back to LC Allen High School. Good basketball game going on, 36-20 Newman. And now I'm joined by a guy who's a big part of why these games are here tonight, my good friend Rafael Sanabria, who is really, there's always a go-to guy at every high school that I visit. It's either a secretary or maybe it's an athletic director. When I come to LC Allen, the go-to guy is you, Rafael. It's been that way for a very long time. First of all, talk a little bit about why you guys opened up the doors tonight for Cardinal Newman to allow them to have these games here tonight.
But I first thank you very much for visiting my house. You know, this is my house, this is my family. After all these fires, we have all these issues in our community. It's our obligation to open the doors for all entire community. And Cardinal Newman and any other high school, this is the house for everybody. And we more than welcome. We are really happy to have all these high schools, elementary school and middle schools, and this college. Why? This is our responsibility. It's
nice.
Our commitment to help the community. This is not built only for LC Allen. This is built for Santa Rosa, Sonoma, or whoever needs it.
We go way back. I mean, you've been here since almost the beginning of LC Allen, just a few months before you came from Costa Rica and got the job here. And I remember we used to do football games here, and you were always a big part of things here. What's it been like for you, first of all, coming to the United States, working here at LC Allen, and becoming a part of the Sonoma County community, and particularly the LC Allen community?
Well, come to United States was a very good challenge for me. But I come here and I still have difficulty with my English, but I find out how I communicate with people, and LC Allen comes to be a strong part of my family. This is my family, and this is why I call in LC Allen High School my house, because I live here, my heart is here, my family is here.
Awesome, and you've helped us so much over the years doing the games here, particularly tonight we had to run internet and electricity and the whole bit, so you kind of went above and beyond. I'm sure the administration thought it was a matter of opening the doors, turning the lights on, making sure that people could get in and out, but we made it a little more challenging for you. So I really appreciate everything you did for us tonight, making us, giving us the opportunity to live stream the games tonight.
Well, you know, Dave, we know each other for so many years. We do a football, we do a soccer, we do a baseball, we do a softball, now basketball. What else we want to do? Whatever it is a sport, I love sport. You know, it's just in my blood. And working with professionals just like you and understanding this business is my responsibility to welcome you guys and do everything as necessary to this event go the best way as possible.
Now, there aren't many head custodians I could put on camera and give a microphone to and they'd be comfortable, but back in Costa Rica, you do some broadcasting, right? This is
correct.
Familiar territory for you.
I still doing broadcasting until today. This is my 40 years, 44, because I started when I was 14 years old.
Wow.
I have international license for that's my license, and I love broadcasting. This is what I love more than anything else, and every time I had the opportunity to take a microphone to deliver a message to a young people, I will take the opportunity because I love to educate the people. I love to understand people. This business made me more tolerant, more humble. And you know, Dave, this is a very difficult business. This is not easy business. And this is why when you come to my house and do this kind of business, I open my heart for you. Why? Because I understand this business from the bottom.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate everything you've done over the years for me and for YSN365.com. Should be a great second half. Looking forward to the rest of the game, and I know you're going to be busy, and we'll try to get out of here as quickly as we can
That's
tonight.
okay. We understand, but it was a good girls basketball game. This game, the boys is going good, and the most important, having you in my house.
All right.
It's amazing. I love it.
All right, Rafael Sanabria, good friend of mine, great guy here at LC Allen. He's the guy that runs the show here at the LC Allen House of the Lobos. All right, we'll be back with the start of the second half of play between Haldsburg and Cardinal Newman in just a moment.
You've worked hard to create a good life for you and your family. Protecting what you've earned is important. At George Peterson Insurance Agency, our local agents work with you to make sure your home and belongings are protected from potential risks. When it comes to you and your family, we're committed to providing you with the right insurance for your needs. We work hard to ensure that your risks are covered, so you can focus on what's most important. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
That's going to cost you. You know what I've done for you? All right, we're about ready for the start of the third quarter. And we're going to take a look at a couple of replays of that first half. And here we go. Cardinal Newman starting strong and finishing strong, leading by 16.
As you saw in the first half, it was all Newman. Here's an easy steal. The layup, follow there. And a number of banked shots, 2 of them by Newman, banked in threes.
See a lot of defense leading to offense for Newman. Capurro with the finish right there. So back to the live action. Newman with the ball to start the third quarter here. Bennett Kohut for 3.
And just when you thought maybe Haldsburg had a little bit of momentum with that 3 going into the first half, Newman comes right back out and hits the 3-pointer.
Blocked by Capurro. Smith goes up strong, no good.
Everything difficult for Haldsburg.
Chapman going to the free throw line. He had 10 in the first half.
On the Cardinal Hedstrom. His first team.
Chapman got the first. He's 3 for 3 at the free throw line.
Chapman with the pair.
So Haldsburg pulls within 17 now.
See if Haldsburg's defense picks up a little bit here.
Newman chewing on the clock. Kohut with a lane, and he's fouled.
It's good defense from Haldsburg for about 20 seconds, but then breaks down and allows Newman to get into the lane, and easy 2 free throws.
There's Kohut off the mark.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
What?
Easy free throws, not so easy.
There's Capurro coming down with the miss. Nate Capurro.
The Hounds Hayden with the foul.
In the North Bay League, people are talking about Montgomery, Newman, maybe Windsor as 3 of the top contenders. Nice move there by Kohut, and he got it. Kohut starts the third quarter nicely for Newman. And they knock it out of bounds, keeping that pressure on Haldsburg. Hounds just get it across the timeline. Sumner in and out. Sumner ended up scoring 9 points in the second quarter to tie Chapman with the team lead at 10. They were really counting on Swan and the young guys, Vasquez and Heyman, to pick up some of the scoring slack.
And Haldsburg gets an easy layup there from the inbound pass.
And there's another lay-in by Kohut.
Cannot turn the faucet off at the other end if you're Haldsburg.
Chapman got it. Nice job by Chapman. 43-26. Oh, and Kohut is fouled. Tomerlin got him on the way to the rack, and Murado is going to shoot some free throws for Newman.
Looked like a pretty clean block, but
Chapman with the foul.
let's see here.
13.
It looked like the angle at which he went in caused him to fall.
Murado makes the first of 2.
All the breaks going Newman's way.
Murado with the pair.
I know Coach Bonfili was happy to get a couple guys back from the football team who could have still been playing as Murado gets the steal and the lay-in. Chauncey LeBerthan. Of course, Dino Calaleo. Calaleo is suited up tonight. Chauncey is not, as an outside shot for Tomerlin. Finally, a 3 for Haldsburg, and they take a quick timeout.
It's the 4.
Take a look at that 3 again.
In transition, nice three-pointer, and that's what Haldsburg needs to do more of. And down by 18, what your mission here is get it to 13 or 12 by the time the fourth quarter comes, and that's very doable, only being down 18 at this point.
Yeah, and that's the first long outside shot they've hit, the first 3 for sure, but they really hadn't hit anything beyond 10 feet before that. And finally, a hot hand from the outside. Maybe that'll give everybody a little confidence if they can start to hit some outside shots. They've had their opportunities. They just haven't been able to convert at the offensive end.
Well, and they had that 1-3 right before the half, but it didn't translate into momentum. Maybe this three-pointer will.
$18-point lead, 47-29. Newman over Haldsburg. As Morato hits again, Brad Morato makes it 44-29, or 49-29, I should say. A 20-point lead. Bryson Head putting on some pressure on Dylan Heyman up top. Nice backdoor cut by Jack Sumner.
Sumner for the Hounds.
And Dylan Heyman still hasn't gotten going. 0 points for him.
Morato steps back, and he's fouled. It's going to be Swan who got the contact that time, and Morato will shoot free throws.
Swan with the foul.
And it was just a little bit too much crowding there
Morato on the line.
by the Haldsburg defender. First one no good.
Newman really prides themselves on his free throw shooting. Morato misses that one. We'll try to get the second one for sure. And he does.
Makes the second.
Long pass, steal by Botteri, but a foul is called. And I think it's actually going to go against Freisch.
First with the foul, his third.
Mason Freisch gets called for that one. Second team foul against a Newman. And Freisch going for a steal now, and he gets it. Haldsburg's ball. And the officials are going to talk about it. And they change the call. Good job of the officials to get together and figure it out together.
Better defense by Haldsburg here.
Bryson Head fouled.
Foul on Sumner. His second.
Sumner picked up the personal that time. And that one's good. Morato hits again.
Morato for 2.
Just inside the three-point stripe that time. Tomerlin tries a three. Haldsburg with an offensive rebound, and it's Trey Chapman, who now has 18 points for Haldsburg.
Yeah,
Chapman has been
Chapman, and their only shining star here.
Murado, what a quarter for Brad Murado, who now has 18 points, 9 here in the third quarter. 2:33 to go in the third. A steal by Botteri. Botteri to Smith, off the mark. Chapman comes down with it. Long pass to Sumner, who will try a three, and he got it. Jack Sumner has 15 points for Haldsburg.
Finally, the Hounds starting to wake up, but they need to stop Newman on the other end of the floor.
Tomerlin picks up a personal.
Tomerlin is third.
Vidare is going to spell Brad Murado, who had a tremendous third quarter with 9 minutes and 6 minutes of play there in that particular quarter. There's Bryson Head off the mark. Rebound falls into the hands of Dylan Heyman. And Fraisch gets called for the personal foul.
Fouls on the Cardinals, Fraisch.
Newman with relentless pressure up and down the floor. You can't have any lazy passes, and especially you can't have any lazy catches. You've got to grab the ball and be very sure-handed. Nice backdoor cut, but the left-handed shot doesn't fall. Newman knocks it out of bounds.
And every bucket just so difficult for Haldsburg to get.
New Mainville had that wide open left-handed look, but it rolled right over the top of the front rim. Backdoor cut, Heyman. And again, you can see Haldsburg was just a little soft with the catch, and there were two Cardinals right there, and they ended up getting the steal, although the ball is going to go back to Haldsburg.
Third possession for Haldsburg. Let's see if they can convert.
Another opportunity for the Hounds. 1 minute and 44 to go in this third quarter. It's 54-36 Newman. Heyman got it. His first basket of the night. The freshman, Dylan Heyman, hits from the outside.
Let's see if that puts some life into Haldsburg finally on the defensive end.
Bryson Head. No good. Chapman comes down with the rebound. Nice ball movement here for the Hounds. Tomerlin up top. Gets it to Heyman. Heyman to Chapman, and Chapman is fouled. 20 points for Trey Chapman, and he'll go to the free throw line with a chance to make it 21.
And don't look now, but all of a sudden, as you see Chapman here, as Heyman is able to find Chapman streaking to the rim. Don't look now, but the Haldsburg Hounds are only down 13, chance to make it 12 with this free throw.
He banks it in. That's one way to do it.
It all counts just the same.
54-42, as you said, Matt, if they could get it down to around 11, 12 points, and they've done that. Heyman with the rebound, a chance to make it a little tighter now. 40 seconds to go in the third.
It'll be huge if Haldsburg can convert here.
Chapman wants the ball, and they can't get it to him. Hekstrom takes the pass away. Shot clock is off. Newman with 22 seconds to close out the quarter. Kohut. Wow, what a shot. Kohut has 9. Tomerlin tries a long one. That looked pretty good, but it's a little strong, so Haldsburg does close it out, but that final basket by Kohut makes it 56-42, a 14-point lead for Cardinal Newman as we head for the fourth quarter of this one. Good ball game here at LCM. We'll be back with the final quarter in just a moment.
To begin the fourth.
Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org.
Highlights presented by Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber.
And we're heading for the fourth quarter now, 56-42.
One ball, one. I agree. Hey, no, I agree.
Newman will start off with the ball here. Haldsburg will. Try to get the lead back down to 12 or 11 with a 3. Steal by Capurro. Nice bounce pass inside by Smith. And the finish by Hextrom. Well, now if you're Haldsburg, you cannot afford to go empty here on the next couple of possessions. They've got to try to convert, give themselves any chance, because with 7:24 to go, Newman's not going to give up a 20-point lead. Chapman inside, backing in, and he's fouled. It's Hextrom that got him. Checking, they might have given that to Nate Capurro. So take a look at that again.
As you see here, he gets hit on the arm and a couple of free throws. And you're right, Dave. Newman is not going to give up a 20-point lead with a little over 7 remaining. So you need to pitch quite a big shutout, or at least, an 8-10-0 run to get back into this.
Second one off the mark. Trevor Smith. Tough shot there by Smith, but he got it.
Smith for the Cardinals.
Newman has a lot of depth. They keep coming at you. Smith at the top of the key. That one off the mark by Vasquez.
Tried the inside-out approach, didn't work.
Capurro fouled underneath. Haldsburg bumps him. That's going to be 17 fouls now against the Hounds. A long way to go.
Almost first, Capurro drawing the foul. Shooting 2. Nate makes the first.
Hey, Capurro's had a nice game tonight.
Yes, on both.
62-43. Newman back up by 19. Down low goes to Chapman.
Chapman doing everything he can to keep it alive.
Morado short off the front rim, but Kohut comes down with it. Kept alive, Newman has it again. Kohut from 12. Smith foul. Trevor Smith dives in, gets the offensive rebound, and then he's fouled. So Trevor Smith, the sophomore, will go to the line for Newman.
And 3 possessions for Newman, and unable to secure a defensive rebound are the Haldsburg Hounds, and that's just demoralizing if you're on that bench.
Smith makes the first for 2.
Smith converts. Bryson Head's going to check back in now for Newman. Up 64-45. Sumner misses. Dino Cajaleo into the game for the first time tonight for Cardinal Newman. Hounds bring Heyman back in. 5:30 to go. Newman with a big lead. Murado stepped on the line. Tried to turn the corner without going out, but he did.
Chapman with the foul.
This game just all Newman.
Murado.
Makes the first goal 1-1.
20 points now for Bradley Murado. And the lead is 21 for Newman. Biggest bulge of the night for the Cardinals. Chapman underneath, and he's fouled by Smith. Trevor Smith tried to help around the back door that time, and he got a piece of Chapman.
Puts Chapman on the line for 2.
Chapman to the line with 24 points on the night. Definitely has been a bright spot for Haldsburg.
Chapman is not going to be disappointed in his stat line for this game. The overall score does not indicate his level of play.
Brad Slender, who just checked in for Newman. Yeah, Chapman with any kind of luck is going to end up with 30 points tonight. Slender dribbles it up top, gets it to Bryson Head. Nice turnaround there by Hekstrom. Heyman has 6 rebounds and might have caught one in the eye that time. 20-point lead for Newman, 4:30 to go. And that one does not drop. So going to the free throw line will be Jack Sumner, trying to cut into a 20-point deficit. Haldsburg has had their moments, but it's been a slow and steady demise.
It didn't look like they were going to even get to 40, let alone 50, so it's good that they picked it up, but unfortunately Newman just too much for Haldsburg.
Second one is good. And a quick timeout taken here. So Haldsburg down by 18. And you're at that borderline moment where you want to throw in the towel, bring in some players who don't get a lot of playing time. But you know, you get the feeling with this Haldsburg team that they're going to be a team that actually wins a lot of games in the SCL this year. Newman is just not a matchup that really works out well for them, because of the fact that Newman keeps coming at them with so many different players and so much relentless pressure on both ends of the floor.
And yeah, if you're Haldsburg, you want to maybe get a few players in that don't see too many minutes. And after all, a valiant effort, but just Dylan Heyman just disappeared tonight. We saw him hit one basket, but that's about it. You got to believe if he was on his game, the score would be a lot closer.
66-48. Inbound goes to Hextrom. Hounds are going to try some full court pressure of their own here. And Bryson Head, hard to the basket.
Shot.
Nice move.
What a shot by Bryson.
Great job by Bryson Head.
With the drive and basket, drawing the foul.
And he completes the three-point play.
Completes the three-point play.
Outside
Nice
shot,
move.
good by Sumner.
Sumner really
That's
putting
20 points for Jack Sumner. He's had a good game. To the basket. Slender doesn't get it.
Looks like they counted that as a 2.
Oh, wow. It's interesting. I thought for sure he was beyond the arc on that one. In that case, Sumner only has 19. But he'll have a chance to hit the 20-point mark now at the free throw line.
And maybe you do one final push. I mean, down by 17 now. 16, and you hit another shot, and you never know what can happen.
Yeah, a comeback at this point would certainly take on miracle status, but it's not out of the total realm of possibilities. Newman brings it up quickly now.
Almost a steal there.
Two things would have to happen. Haldsburg would have to get extremely hot, which they haven't been all night, and Newman would have to completely collapse, which they aren't likely to do either. And there's a foul as Bryson Head gets bumped in the lane. 3:16 to go, 69 to 52. Scoreboard at the east end of the gym has a light out, which makes 9s look like 4s.
I've had that confusion a few times tonight.
It happens a lot in high school basketball. Head gets 1 of 2. Here come the Hounds. Tomerlin bumped by Bryson Head. Cardinal Newman continues to play tough defense. That has a lot to do with why Coach Tom Monfili has 759 wins. And he'll tell you a strategy he learned from his coach and mentor, John Fitzgerald. As Tomerlin hits.
Makes the first of a 1-1.
Both of them by Tomerlin. And the lead is 16. Three minutes to go. Roman hits one.
The defender in his
Anthony
face,
Roman.
That's impressive.
That one short off the front rim. Bryson Head comes down with it. Head tries to back it in, can't do it. Last touch, one of the Hounds on the way. .230 to play. Boteri up top. Take it away. Nice steal by Sumner. And Slender fouls him.
Well, any scoring now by either team is just cosmetic, but you got to appreciate the effort the Hounds put forward after really starting the game slow.
On the line, Summer. He makes the first.
Summer now with 21 points. He's had quite a game. Sumner gets them both.
Sumner gets the back in.
So Jack Summer, one of the senior leaders of this team, has done his part for sure. 17-2 to 56. 2:20 to play. Slinzer gets it across for Newman. Nice move. Roman. Roman doing a nice job off the bench. 74-56, minute and 50 to go. Chapman up strong. 27 points for Trey Chapman.
Chapman really putting forth a great individual effort here, but it was just not enough collectively.
Slender goes up strong, no good. Chapman keeps it alive as Haldsburg comes down with a rebound. Trailing by 16, hoping to make the final score a little closer. Heyman with his own miss, got it. Dylan Heyman, the freshman, banks it in off the glass with 1:10 to go. And Coach Bonfili was trying to sub. Takes a timeout to get some guys in here.
And as you see, the freshman phenom largely absent tonight, Dylan Heyman, but he follows his own shot and converts there.
Yeah, he hasn't done a ton of scoring tonight, but what I like about Heyman is he's got 6 rebounds. He's fought hard. His shots weren't falling. Kind of realized that early on, and he stopped shooting and went to plan B, which was rebound and play defense. That's good. That shows maturity as a player. Chapman has 27. Summer 22. Newman is led by Murado, who has 21, but their balance has really been the story.
Yeah, a lot of balance scoring for Newman.
Not to mention the fact that Newman has got 15 points off the bench tonight. Actually 19 points off the bench tonight for Newman. 5 seconds to shoot, 40 seconds to play.
That's about the only thing Newman has missed.
Yeah, Austin Schmidt that time tries to throw that one up. He knew he had to shoot quickly. Didn't really get a chance to set his feet well. And the Hounds now with under 35 seconds to go. There's Heyman. Dylan Heyman coming on here at the end, and now it's just a 12-point lead. Under 20 seconds to go. And a foul call against the Hounds. They almost got the steal. Chapman was thinking dunk at the other end when he picked that one up. He's thinking, I'm going to take 3 dribbles, and I'm going to slam this down. Unfortunately, the whistle.
I wouldn't be surprised if Chapman gets a 3-point opportunity here at the end.
There you go.
You got to look for bright moments in these games.
At the free throw line, Gio Vigil. And for Chapman, that's 5 fouls, so he's going to have to check out. Great night for Trey Chapman. 27 points, 6 rebounds, but unfortunately 5 fouls. Vigil doesn't get him. Offensive rebound, Roman. And the Cardinals will just hang on as the final buzzer sounds.
And that's game.
So the Hounds make it respectable at the end, 74-62, but they were just a little outmatched tonight in terms of the defensive pressure that Cardinal Newman put in and the fact that Haldsburg just did not hit from the outside most of the night.
Right, yeah, they really just didn't have it from outside. They really needed Dylan Heyman, and right when he didn't perform, you just kind of knew it would be a long night for the Hounds. But we'll look down the road and see where both these teams are in a couple of months.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Of course, they go their separate ways when league play hits. Newman in the NBL, Haldsburg in the SCL. So that's going to do it for us. A great night of high school basketball here at LCL. I want to thank everybody here in Lobo Land for making us feel welcome and getting the job done. We'll see you again soon, hopefully with more full game live action like this. Don't know where, don't know when. We're always looking for sponsors. We're looking for a way to make this happen as much as we can. But you know, we'll be back soon here on YSN365.com. Great job tonight by the crew on the cameras. Dylan Cattengill, Matt Cox, and Lorenzo Merlin. Michael Barabalt, who was going to be running the graphics tonight, but we had some technical difficulties, so he was a production assistant, ran a little camera as well. And of course, our director, Brian Leach, and chief engineer, Martin Kornfeld, as always, running the ship here tonight at YSN365.com. That's going to do it for us. We'll be back soon. The final score, Newman 74, Haldsburg 62. For Matt Fowler, I'm Dave Cox saying goodbye.
Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org.
You've worked hard to create a good life for you and your family. Protecting what you've earned is important. At George Peterson Insurance Agency, our local agents work with you to make sure your home and belongings are protected from potential risks. When it comes to you and your family, we're committed to providing you with the right insurance for your needs. We work hard to ensure that your risks are covered, so you can focus on what's most important. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.